Next, let's look at Ohio State -3 at Iowa. This is another big conference road fave home dog situation. Iowa's year is a disappointment now after the loss to Northwestern last week, and Ohio State is playing for the Big Ten championship and a BCS bowl bid. Like the Wisconsin-Michigan game, some see this line as one where the road fave has value due to just a big edge in talent. Others see the home dog as having value due to being just a competitive team getting points at home. Iowa and Ohio State, though, seem to be a lot closer in ability than Wisconsin and Michigan. And the line for the game is in the same range, but there hasn't been any movement in favor of the home dog here as there has been with Wisconsin and Michigan. So where would you put this line? Zach from AccuScore.
Yeah, we simulate this game. Ohio State is a 6-point favorite on the road, which means that they're even a more overwhelming favorite should they be playing this game at home. I mean, we like in college football, the home field advantage to be worth roughly 4 points. Again, this isn't a game that we would put our clients into. It's just we haven't seen a lot of consistency from Iowa this year. We are 7-3 against the spread and picking games that involve Ohio State. That's very encouraging, but we're not on the plus side with Iowa. I like to always recommend clients pay attention to games where we're on the plus side with both teams. But again, if you had to get it on with this game, we would go with Ohio State as the pick.
Okay, Justin Seven, what do you think about this one?
I'm going to disagree again. I made the line Ohio State -1.5. So I'd pass on it, but I certainly wouldn't play Ohio State. Sorry, AccuScore.
No, that's good. No, this
it's okay. I say sorry to you too. I mean, it's fun. It's more fun to disagree than just sit here and rub each other's shoulders for 5 minutes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking for. We'll see who's right. And both of you are basing this on math models, though, purely statistical analysis, right?
Yes, for me anyway.
Correct.
Right. So it's interesting that your factors you're obviously using some significantly different factors. Let's see what you have to say about a third home dog situation, Arkansas -3 at Mississippi State. The question here is, will Mississippi State's relatively weak offense be able to produce enough against Arkansas's defense? And will Mississippi State's pass D, which is usually pretty good but got beat bad by Alabama last game, will they be able to contain Ryan Mallett? Once again, the public seems to be favoring the road favorite, and a few SBR posters are as well. One guy posted, quote, "Are the books high or something? Arkansas will rip through the Bulldogs." And another guy, a little bit more eloquently, posted, "Arkansas will force the defensive backs off the line and the safeties out deep and expose the center of the field all day." This line might turn into the BYU line of last week. Both teams are off of very different games last week. Mississippi State is off a big loss on the road to a top team. Arkansas is off of a big win at home against a far inferior team. So the question, I guess, is which is a better situation to be betting into this week, and are the books high for setting this line at only 3? So Zach from AccuScore, you like the road favorites in the first 2 games we asked about. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, why not go 3 for 3 within this system? I mean, one of the things that me personally I've always liked is offense. I've always liked dynamic offenses that can score a lot of points, especially in the back third of the year. Arkansas has played 2 weak opponents back-to-back weeks, but they've scored a lot of points, and that translates to offensive continuity and shows that the offense is starting to really come together. I mean, even I say really come together, Arkansas hasn't had trouble moving the ball throughout the year. They've had trouble making adjustments in the second half this year, and Mallett's throwing a lot of interceptions. What I believe the line is 3 in this game. We have Arkansas simulated to win by 7 points. Again, this isn't overwhelming. We're about 500 combined with the 2 teams. Not a game that, again, I would put my clients into, but, we do like Arkansas as a road favorite here.
Okay, well, I think it's a favorite that Justin Seven's going to disagree with that and pick the home dog here. What do you think, Justin?
I think you're right, Peter. I'm not playing it, but I made the fair line, only Arkansas -2. And I have 2 thoughts. On all 3 of these small home dogs, we disagree a little bit. I think we may be emphasizing the home field advantage differently. I actually use a smaller home field advantage for most games, but when you have competitive teams in a game, I think it'll be close. I think it's more significant. The second comment, especially on this game, Arkansas, you're talking about recent trends. I don't rate the games differently. I don't weight the more recent games more heavily. I've tried looking at that, and I haven't gotten an increase in performance. I find that by weighting all games equally and not weighing the recent games more heavily, you do better.
I don't think that's a bad point of view. I think it's actually really good, and it reflects in your math model. With AccuScore, we do have to factor in every single play and all, the comprehensive player and team analysis and what their statistical fingerprint looks like. So obviously we weight the quality of opponent, but we also rate the quality of the efficiency and the yardage and points that Arkansas has put out. Again, this is a game of the three that I would be most inclined to recommend to a client, but you're not going to find it on our recommendation board.